Greetings, Geechlings. Geechlin Prime here with my review of One Piece Chapter 862, The Consummate Thinker. Which, to be honest, who was the thinker? It never even crossed my mind. I was like, I don't know. Because I think last time it was Sanji. He was the actor, so I guess Pudding was the thinker. Which I only think that because, well, she's obviously acting as well, but that, I don't know. Nah. But, so yeah, we get Luffy who's not waking up, everyone's ready to go, it's time, the ceremony started. Excuse me, got burped there. Anyway, yeah, it's already started. Jinbei's just like, wake up, ain't working. And yeah, meat is the answer, as we later find out, as it is with Luffy. I mean, it heals him, it wakes him up, it's the almighty cure when it comes to Luffy. So that and a little sleep doesn't hurt. But so we go back to the wedding. The cake is revealed, which awesome cake. It was what, 3 stories tall, covered in skulls, and as I later found out, blood. Maybe, because I think there was blood in that song way back when they were first early on in the arc. And yeah. Little crosses, a little gazebo on top, which is the altar for the wedding, which, okay, it's a big wedding, might as well make that not a normal thing, right? I mean, hell, everything else is made out of candy. Why not a 3-story arc? Or altar. Why did I say arc? Yeah, stupid. Anyway, Sanji still has that stupid face. He eventually loses it, thankfully. It's just freaky, isn't it? Down on the ground, you know, Big Mom's loving the cake. She just wants to eat it. The chefs are singing, you know, and yeah, can't think. I just reread this chapter and I'm forgetting things. Reiju is noticing that they are surrounded on all sides by Charlotte's siblings. You know, it's open. They've got us surrounded. It's like, but that's kind of how she wants it. They're unarmed, and as we kind of get that all the other, or presumably all of the Charlottes are armed. I mean, why wouldn't they be? We do see a few of them, though sadly they're not named. Last chapter was a tease, because you figured you'd get more of them, even if it was just a minimum, you know, introduction would have been nice, but whatever. I mean, there's what, 20 of them left. It'd take the whole arc to introduce them all. But the Yanji was kind of infatuated with the whole concept of like, I wish it was me. I'd marry a hot chick like that. And I didn't notice it when I first read, but through another read through, Niji and Ichiji don't actually say anything. They're thinking it. Niji was saying it's like, you're an idiot. That is a daughter of Big Mom. And, you know, you don't want that. Then you have Ichiji who's saying it's like, if you marry Big Mom's daughter, you're under her rule for the rest of your life. So, yeah, that's not something either. But, but the chapter starts to come to a head with the vow, well, not the vows, but like the typical ceremony is going forward, and you know, the preacher's like, you know, lift the veil, and Pudding's like, yes, now look upon my third eye, and I'm thinking, why? But then there's a weird thing that happens in the very next line after he sees her eye. Right after that, and he's like, it's beautiful, which I can only assume has to do with 3 being like his number. But it's the line that he says when she's like, what? He's like, I'm sorry, it's just the first time I've seen it up close. When did he ever see the third eye ever? I don't remember that, unless maybe it was. I don't think it was in the photo that Vito showed him, or is it because of Reiju? No, it wouldn't have been Reiju. Oh wait, yes, damn it, he did see her, didn't he? It was when Reiju was okay. I probably wrong there then. Okay, that clears that up, because that line was just weird. But then that should have, wouldn't that indicate to her that it's like, wait, when did you see my eye? That could be a thing. But anyway, we get a little backstory that no one has liked her eyes. She's been considered a monster, which she does have some of those qualities, but hey, daughter of Big Mom, it's gonna happen. And Katakuri actually sees when she falls on the ground, or to her knees anyway, and was like, what's going on? Why is Pudding on the ground? So he readies a jelly bean. He does not talk to Big Mom. Big Mom's like, what's going on? I don't think he actually mentions anything to her, which is kind of an issue with Big Mom's group, is that none of them are communicating, and it's causing further disarray or disorder to what plan they had. And with that, Pudding is, you know, beautiful in Sanji's eyes. It's, you know, because of an eye. Yeah, kind of funny. Everything is different than what they thought. And yeah, communication would be most helpful in this plan, but nope, they don't do it. So he readies a jelly bean, ready to flick it. Big Mom tells the preacher, it's like, okay, it's your turn, Father. And he pulls out a gun, but the jelly bean that Katakuri flicks, he was going to kill Sanji with it, but no, Sanji dodges it, presumably with observation haki, which I did not think about the first time. So it makes you have to wonder, did he unlock something special about it, or has he even really had it? I don't know. I know Zoro has armament, and Usopp is kind of learning observation, but does Sanji even has... I think it was hinted at that he had some, like, way back in, like, Fishman Island. But I guess this is the first time we might have seen it. It's just not been confirmed. But given how quickly those beans are being shot off, I don't know how he wouldn't be using it. But, so that's interesting. He dodges it. It hits the priest instead. And just like so many people have predicted before, the wrong gunshot is signaling the Straw Hats' plan. Because I'm not sure who said it, but one of Luffy's group were like, Luffy, that was the signal, that was the gunshot. It's not that way, but it really didn't. I don't think it hurt the plan that much. But so Luffy kind of jumps into action. Or should I say bursts into action, because as Brule kind of hints with something, it's like, I'm sorry, Mama, they made me do it. a group of Luffys jump or burst from the cake, and we have what everyone basically saw coming, was Luffy bursting from the cake with his grand entrance, which I don't know when the hell he would have had time to do this. But, okay. I personally thought that was going to be with that. But, yeah. So, I'm not good at predicting things. No, not at all. One thing I would like to predict is, will Pudding actually be a good person now? You know. Who knows? I've been calling her bitch Pudding. Now I almost feel bad for it. But hey, I don't care. If she actually does turn from her wicked ways, hey, I'll drop the bitch. Not in that way, but you know what I mean. I'll drop the bitch part. But, so yeah, that could be interesting of how that works out. And, what I do think might happen is, seeing how there are now clones of Luffy, what if you send one of the clones over and destroy the Mother Caramel picture, so that Luffy doesn't actually, like, in that short period of time of a few seconds, that Big Mom, before she goes into her weakened state, she's probably going to be pissed off to no belief. So, yeah, Luffy would probably be harmed, and I wouldn't want to see that, but that would be a good use to get around that, and she'd think, ah, Straw Hat, and it's like, and then it's like, well, it's just a duplicate. Then she'd probably be pissed off even more, but then she'd go into her weakened state remembering the picture, so that'd be interesting. But yeah, that's about what I kind of foresee might happen. I don't know. And, yeah. I think that's about it. Other than, overall, this will be a 4.5. Because, I almost want to give it a 5, but I don't know. I like so much about it, but I don't know if I can give it a 5, to be honest. I don't know what really constitutes a 5 in my mind. I don't have a spreadsheet that's like, okay, checked off my boxes, and so whatever. Anyway, but yeah. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Quiche Lings, roll out.